Blessings, YouTube family. Just wanted to go over and talk to you a little bit about what episodes you're going to see today. Today, we're just going to be sharing the importance of getting baggage out of your marriage. It's so important to remove things that you may have brought into your marriage, or even remove things that have been developed since you've been married. Baggage is not good for anyone. So, we encourage you to get the baggage, get the garbage out of your marriage. God bless you. I hope this episode blesses you.
Hey YouTube, what's up? It's B from Marriage Data.
Hey, it's Darrell.
And we just wanted to share some information. We were talking about baggage, bringing baggage into marriage, and letting it stay there. And when you think about baggage, I think about garbage. And a lot of times, garbage begins to stink. I don't care how long you have it, it will begin to stink. Even if it's clothes. Clothes, after a period of time, just having it closed up in a bag begins to stink. You have moths that'll come in and start to, just tear up the clothing. And then when you think about even paper will begin to turn different colors, and it gets a smell as well. So baggage in marriage in general is not good. And a lot of times couples have this baggage, and then they bring it to their spouse.
Right, and what she's trying to explain is the baggage from other relationships.
Mm-hmm.
It could
Family.
be baggage from when you were young,
Right.
and taught a different way. Baggage, just baggage from things in your past.
Right.
And to allow that baggage to come into your new life with your spouse, maybe that's not good. It's not maybe that's not good.
It's definitely
not good at all, because what was going on in the past and how it went was then. Now you have a future.
Right.
You have to look forward to change the things that you used to do. And there's always a saying that we use, the serenity prayer. God, help me to accept the things that I could change, and accept the things that I cannot change, and the wisdom to know the difference.
Right. So you're going to have to do work. Once you figure out what the baggage is, and like he was saying, it could be stuff from when you were a kid, assuming, assuming your spouse feels some way about you, and that could have come from being a kid and assuming that my family doesn't love me. So then when you become an adult, here you go assuming your spouse doesn't love you, and you're bringing all of that. That's baggage, bringing the way you used to think into your marriage. And even like he said earlier, into your new. But even if you've been married for quite some time, you have to figure out, why do you think like that? And like he was just saying, stinking thinking. Why am I having these crazy thoughts about my my spouse? If we're on the same team, I shouldn't be thinking like that. Even baggage as far as communication goes. That, if I'm always, when I was a kid, if I was always being yelled at, I take that in as an adult, and if we get upset, I have no right to just start yelling at him, because now I'm turning around and treating him the way I was treated when I was a kid. I didn't like it then, so what gives me the right to do it to him? So those are the things with baggage. The great thing is with baggage, though, is if we signed up, we took a vow before God, not the people, but we made a vow before God to be on the same team, and we vowed to stay together for good times, for bad times. We vowed to God to stay together. So in this, going through the baggage, He's with me. So when I discover that there's something wrong with me and I need to go deeper to figure out what this is, he's with me, you know?
And that's a good thing to do is support your other half on everything, the good, the bad, happy or sad. Support them the best way you can.
Right. Oh, I love that. The best way you can. That's good.
Because, it is hard sometimes because if you step in and say the wrong thing or you do the wrong thing, they might take it the wrong way. So you just really ask God how to deal with it.
Right.
And then God will give it to you and you'll do the right thing afterwards when you trust God and believe that you're saying. It was certain situations that me and her went through and I didn't know how to deal with it. And I'm like, oh man, who could I talk to? Didn't have really no one to talk to, but I had God.
Right.
So when I spoke to God and asked him, Lord, I don't know how to say this to her. I don't know what to do. And he gave me these simple words and it worked. And I went to her and I was like, oh, I was kind of worried though. At first, I was like, should I say this? She's going to blow up. She's going to blow her top. But it didn't go that way because I trusted God. I put God first and asked him to help me to say it. And she received it very well. So, it's in situations, you're going to have to ask God if you don't know how to do it.
Right.
Or you're not sure how to do it. Ask God. He'll lead you and guide you. That's one thing he'll do. He said he'll never leave us or forsake us.
Amen to that.
And that's what we need to do.
And he's with us, We know that we're not perfect, But God is with us even while we're discovering our baggages, our hiccups, whatever it is. He's with us. And the Bible tells us that he's faithful. I mean, when you look throughout the Bible, he was with Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego. He was with Joseph when, it seemed like everybody was coming against him. Throughout the Bible, you can see where God has shown himself, proved to us that he's faithful, So we have to look at the situations that we're in right now, and we have to trust God to bring us through it.
Amen.
It's a blessing when you're with your spouse and you discover that you have baggage, or you discover that there's things that you need to work on. The blessing is that you have somebody with you, that you're not going at it alone, But then I think about even the single people who may be going at it where they feel like they're alone. But again, God never leaves you nor forsake you. And he will always give you someone to help you. Like if you feel like you think about your leadership at your church, you can always go to someone there. Because God will give if you need someone to talk to, God will give you someone who's more than capable.
Yes.
A couple of recordings back, we talked about a support system.
Yes.
And God will give you a support system because he's God like that. And he knows what you need, So we just wanted to just share with you baggage. We all have had it. And we all have, some of us may have brought some into our marriages,
Yes. Yes.
And some may have discovered them in the middle of our marriage, The best thing is to do is to ask God, like he was saying earlier, ask God, help me to get rid of this. Don't let me just do it on my own, because we know we do things on our own, we're going to start smelling that garbage back again. But when we ask God to help us do it, he will do it. He would do it
in a better way.
In a way better way, because we be stressing ourselves out trying to do stuff. But when God does it, it's perfect.
He don't fail.
He never fails. So he loves you.
And we love you.
And there's not a thing you can do about it. God bless you.
Be blessed.
Amen. I hope you watched it. I hope you enjoyed it. And we want you to like and subscribe and tell us what type of content you want to see. If there's something specifically you want us to talk about or to share with you, let us know. Again, hit like and subscribe. And also give us a comment. Comments are so very important in the YouTube world. We love you. God bless.